Hello everyone. Welcome back to our devlog streams. I know that many of you have been waiting for a long time to watch the streams again. So here we are. I'm glad to see all of you here. Still waiting for our upcoming anniversary update. And some of you maybe already noticed that we have a new devlog which just appeared on Steam. So first I will go through that devlog together with you here on our live stream, and this way we could talk about it a little bit. Yeah, let me just find it here, maybe here. Okay. Okay, I hope you can see it. And yeah, let's get to it. Just, of course, let me know if you hear me okay, if it's not too loud or not too quiet. And welcome everyone. I see familiar faces on the chat. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't switch the stage. Thanks Cerber for reminding me. It was like switched, everything was switched, but in the preview mode, not in the live stream mode. Yeah, so this is me again. Hello everyone. I'm so glad that we can have another meeting like this on Twitch and YouTube. So we are pretty busy with the update, a lot of important changes. So like we were not ready to go back to streaming before because we had to, you know, rewrite a lot of code. But now we can finally start showing stuff, so that's why I'm here, and I'm glad you are with me today. Mati, I think this is your imagination. Today I'm leading the stream. I know Polaco Gamer that it takes a long time, but like this is the nature of the game development process. Like we would like to make it faster, but it's not really possible. Like we want to make sure that everything works as expected. Yeah, so maybe let's get down to it. Let's start talking about the anniversary, the current devlog, which explains the first part of anniversary update. So, yeah, in this devlog we want to describe a lot of the core game mechanic changes we started working on, and it was really hard to predict how long those will take, but like for the first one we started to focus on those changes which will take the longest to fix. So first things first is the animations. I don't know if the music is not too loud. I mean, it's maybe a little bit too loud for me, so I will put it down a little bit. Okay. So animations. We have improved player animations. It's not yet perfect, but you should notice many improvements. Basically, we have redone all the hand animations, like animation of going to sleep, taking the helmet off, and all that small but important visual details. Let me see the chat. Yeah, next one. Overall responsiveness should be better. Our goal was to get rid of the feeling of controlling the astronaut instead of to achieve the feeling of being the astronaut. So a lot of small changes which amount to this. Improves using tools and targeting. The opening of airlocks was also changed. It's now airlocks are responding much faster, which I will show you in a moment how it works in a build. Yeah, positions are now saved, so that's one of the reasons why we had to redo the save system. The astronaut has now separate feet collider, so now you can see that when I step on some uneven terrain, one of the feet will be on a different height than the other. Improved tablet opening animation. You can open tablet while crouching, or you can also take your helmet off while crouching. So this is also one of the things that was requested. Electricity and balance, another huge change. We have made really huge changes in this electricity and substance flow system. Many of you asked about it, so that we could get rid of percentage and instead we focus on numerical values. And also the outlets now have priorities. So for example, when you first connect a cable to the outlet number 1, it will have priority in like taking the current. So if you run out of electricity during the night, it might be a situation where like socket number 4 or 3 will be disconnected, but first and second would still have energy. So this should allow for easier energy management, and it will be better than previously, where when you had not enough energy, then everything would be cut off. Yeah, so that's one of the things. Another one is yeah, basically the whole electricity and substance flow system is now refreshed every in-game minute instead of previous 10 in-game minutes, so everything will be calculated faster. And like the info panels on all those buildings are new. They show more information about electricity, water, etc. And basically a lot of balance changes. In the construction, we have added another highly requested thing is to print circuit boards. So now it's a separate technology which you can unlock in the text tree to allow you to print circuit boards. And also big new mechanic is the decorations. So now the spectral detector will have additional mode which is called furniture scanner, and while visiting abandoned bases you can also scan some decorations to then you can later decorate your base with those things which you find. And the cordless drill tool is used to work with the decorations. Improves building placement and snapping. There is an additional special repair kit for buildings, so you can instantly repair a building without using welder, and it's like faster but more expensive. So you can use that if you want. And now also when you build some inside the buildings, like if you build workbenches or 3D printers or that stuff, there is a special slot showing you where to build. So I will also show that in a moment. Changes in survival. So we have added double progress bars on the HUD display. So for example, when you run out of water in your bottle, you will also see that there is another thinner progress bar which shows when will your character become dehydrated. So you can run out of water in the bottle, but there is still some water in the astronaut's body, and that's why you have another progress bar for that. The same for oxygen, and the same for stamina. So there is a tiredness smaller ortho progress bar on the HUD, which shows how high the stamina can regenerate. Another highly requested feature was ability to disable weather in the free play start menu. So this is now possible. You can also control how long the weather effects will take. So you can set this in the free play starting conditions. Also, sleep deprivation. Now, if you don't sleep, it will cause damage to your health, but finally astronauts can also sleep during the weather events, so it was another highly requested feature. So we basically had to implement weather damage simulation, because when you sleep the time is sped up, so the game has to simulate what was damaged during the weather event. Basically simulate the whole weather event in a faster time, but this is not possible. Yeah, also refilling bottles now works better. Yeah, it should be possible to sleep in the rover and in the building. It's like the same, so not a problem with that. There is also some additional technologies in the tech tree. One of them is a tech to automatically refill oxygen bottles from the environment, so another requested feature. When you are inside a building which has O2, you can have this technology, it will refill your bottle. Plants, so more heavily requested changes. From now you will be able to mix different plants types of plants in a single device. So in shelves, fields, incubators and domes, you don't have to plant only one type of plant in the section. You can combine them and plant however you like. And there is also equal number of plant slots in every facility. So previously, like incubator had more slots than the hydroponic shelf, and then hydroponic shelf had more than field. Now it's even up, so it will be easier. It's another thing you guys requested. Yeah. Other changes. There is also possibility to collect all plants in the field using one click, so it will be another useful thing. Gameplay changes. So all inventories and containers now show hotbars. We also added search and sorting options to tablets. So in Blueprint menu, inventory and FAQ in the tablet, you can now use search and sort your items or sort your buildings. So this should make it a lot easier to find what you're looking for. Improved grading of color buildings on the map, and also added more colors for target points. Another highly requested feature. Huge changes in the tech tree, new technologies like cleaning nanobots for automatic cleaning of solar panels, and also other techs which I mentioned before. Some fixes in the rover. Rover and truck also now require battery and oxygen bottle to build, and they require charging after construction. So if you want to print the parts required to build a rover, you have to also print the battery and oxygen bottle because they are required. And if you just build the rover directly, then it will require charging. Thermonuclear reactors, for now there was no need for that, as we have kilopower reactors which are also nuclear. Yeah, a lot of optimization improvements. There should be much smaller FPS drops while driving when loading new chunks of terrain. New abandoned outposts. We moved the quick load button from it was like too close to the quick save, so now it's F9. New video tutorial system in the game, I'll show you in a moment. Hundreds of other bug fixes, and also like one more thing, we are adding the main purpose quest for the free play mode. So more details about that later, but now you will have like the main purpose in the free play to do some things. Okay, so that's like the high level breakthrough of the devlog update. And now let me jump to the game, and I will show you our changes in our unstable build, what we have so far. Okay, so here we are in the game. First things first, now you have this this is the first configuration screen which is shown when you start the game for the first time in this update. So here you have this option, hand movement animations. By default it will be turned off because it allows for much faster gameplay. If somebody wants to, it can be enabled here, but it's much faster to play with animations off. Yeah, so let's go with this. So let's create some basic astronaut player. You know how it works, you've done that many times. Okay, and now start game. So first thing you may notice is we changed this this story mode, since it's not finished, was moved here, and it has this work in progress icon to make it more clear that it's not complete. But the sandbox mode is also changed. So here, as you can see, you have new options like weather effects intensity and weather duration. So this option controls how often the weather effects are happening. For example, here every 70 in-game hours, and here every 48 in-game hours, for example. It's like random between these two values. But here you can also control how long the weather effect will take. So for example, here you can see that in this colonist setting, Dust Devils will take from 8 to 10 in-game hours, but you can also change them to like from 1 to 3. So this is like the lower value, 1 hour, 4 or 5 hours, 8 hours, and more. So you can also completely disable weather effects or the duration of weather effects. So this is something you requested, and now it's possible. We have also changed this preview a little bit, showing starting equipment. For example, it's also shown that there is a heavy rover into tourist mode. It wasn't shown here before correctly, so now it is. And the custom seat setting was changed. Now this is the default seat, which is we think like the prettiest one, but you can always change it to a different value. You can press random and it will generate a different number, or you can type manually whatever you would like. So as you can see, it's changing every time. Yeah, so this is these are the changes. Also now every time you go into this menu, it will select different landing sites. So you can, of course, you can change it. You can click where you want to start. But for example, now I selected Endeavour, and I go back. Now it's Gusev Crater. When I go back, now it's Melaskasma, because we decided that too many people were starting with the first Cerberus one. It's like alphabetical order, so we want people to have more varied experience. That's why it's now randomized. Yeah, so I guess we can go start playing, and let's see in detail how it's in the game. I have prepared some saves for you, so maybe let's start with this save, because I already have something built to show you the functionalities. Do we have an ETA on release? We don't, unfortunately, as I mentioned in the devlog. Right now the build is not stable enough to be put on public testing branch, but we are working to make it stable as soon as possible. So yeah, well, we hope it will be pretty fast. Of course, as soon as we are ready, we will we'll let you know. Location in the North Pole. I will have to check it later. Okay, so we have loaded the game, and here we have some hangar build connected to kilopower. For example, the first thing which you will notice is the speed of the airlock opening. So let me show you. I'm just walking in. As you so there is like you can run and it will let you go through without stopping. So this is much better gameplay. You don't have to stop every time for it to open. Is save load system updated and optimized after save, and we're still missing some items? Yes, the save system was completely changed, so it should be much better now. So let me now show you opening the tablet. But yeah, as you can see, I can also crouch, and I can open the tablet from this position as well. As you can see, tablet is now in a slightly different position on the screen. It's more visible. Yeah. And look now, blueprints. There is a search option here. For example, if I want to build airlock, I can just start typing airlock and it will search it for me. So if we want to build like HQ, there it is. If we want to build hangar, there it is. So there is a search here. Inventory, we also have search in the inventory. So this works differently. For example, where is my cable? Okay, I start typing cable and it's highlighting the cables. Maybe bottles. So bottles are highlighted here. And what if I want to reorder everything because I have a mess? I just click this icon and it will reorder alphabetically my inventory. Yeah, so this starts with A and ends with W. So that's the option. Yes, I think we fixed the issue with not spawning tablets on abandoned bases, but we are still testing it. Another thing, text tree changes, so I will go through that in a moment. Let's look knowledge. For example, here in the FAQ. In the FAQ, you also have search. So, for example, if you want to know how to operate the rover, you can just start typing it, and it will just show you heavy rover, for example, where there is a heavy rover mentioned in those texts. Chlorine, I don't think we have that in the FAQ, but let me search chlorine. It's not chlorine, but it's something starting with CH. Can we sort by type of items like ours? I think we could add the type sorting by tab. For now it's sorting by name. But of course you can always sort them manually if you want. Radar, okay, few changes here as well. For example, I will add some displays to track, and I have more colors, as you can see. Yeah, I know everybody's waiting for the chemistry update, but still work in progress. So, for example, I selected the green track, and I will also once again green tracker, name hangar. I have added too many. So for example, I have hangar as green, and there was an abandoned base here, so maybe I will mark it as red or black, new color. Let's call it abandoned, and select some icon. So now if I look at the HUD, as you can see there is, aside from the marker, there is also the text abandoned, the one which I typed on the map. And here I have the text on the right side. I have the text hangar because I also added it to the map. Yeah, so this is how it works. So we have more colors, more markers. Okay, now watch out for this. Let me take the welder. Hello, Admiral. Okay, this is the welder. And can you see something? We now have marked building slots here. They are rotating green things. Yeah, so as you can see, now you know where you can build stuff. And not only that, you can also select them using the mouse scroll. So when I go here, for example, I have the workbench. I can move my scroll and I can select different, like 3D printer, CO2 scrubber. Let's put CO2 scrubber here, and maybe let's put a printer here, and maybe let's put a fridge in here. And as you can see, it's pretty fast and easy. Of course, you can still do it the old way, so going to the blueprints, going to the or searching here, CO2 scrubber, selecting and placing it. You can also do that, but it's much faster to just take the welder and build it like that. Let me use some cheat magic to do it. Oh, I have to type some magic cheats to unlock it. Okay, as for the purpose of showing you on the stream,
available point for technological
this is how how it works. Okay, and now another new thing is the CO2 scrubber interface. Some of you were wanted to change this because those levers were not marked, so you were not sure how to use them. So now it's something like this. We have the screen, we have the board, we also have the levers which are marked, and we can adjust them by playing with those values. So for example, we want to make more oxygen. So I'm just pressing here, but now I can see that it's on the red, so if I enable it, it will blow up. So I have to decrease the temperature by opening those valves. And it's still a little too much, so I need to decrease one of those values, but maybe not so much. Maybe here we have 82, 100, let's see this one, 57, 82. I think that's like acceptable. And now it's working. So this should be much more understandable, especially for the new players who didn't play before. Yeah, so there is that. Also, if you look at the bottom at the HUD panel, you can see that we have those duplicated progress bars. Maybe I will go outside to show you better. Yeah, so here at the bottom we have oxygen. It has two bars. The blue one is the amount of oxygen in the bottle here. If I take it out, as you can see, the upper one is now 0, is in the red, but there is a smaller bar at the bottom which still has some oxygen in the suit. Oh, it's now dropping, as you can see. and it's blinking red. But I still didn't die without the bottle. It's still dropping. I can see how it drops, but I can still, for example, run for a few minutes and find additional bottle. So let me just replenish that. Same for water, and for example, hydration on the right, you can see it's less than half of the tank of water, but beneath the hydration there is also a smaller green bar which shows that I am fully hydrated. My astronaut is fully hydrated, so he will not dehydrate for the next few hours even if I run out of the bottle. The stamina bar also have duplicated bars, so if I start running and jumping, the main bar is going down, as you can see, but the tiredness level is still pretty good. It's not going down, so this is the maximum regeneration is still possible. Yeah, so there is that. Okay, I think I will now show you the new scanning mode and decorations. So you know the previous mode, but now you can press Q. If you press Q, there is a decoration scanning mode. So for now I cannot scan anything, but it's much better targeting as well. It's like easier to hit what I want. Another thing, there is press H to see more about Outpost. Now I press H and there is like a tutorial video screen which is showing you important information about Outpost. This is not yet finished, but more or less it will look like this. And this one is divided into 3 parts: loot, broken vehicles, and grinder. So here you can learn how to switch the board in broken vehicle, here about grinding items, and there is a description for every part of the video. And you can also you can always press escape, go to tutorials, and here you have a list of those video tutorials where you can learn. So this is mostly for new players who found it difficult to to understand some game mechanics, so now it should be easier for them. Okay, so we are inside an abandoned base, and now we want to use the furniture scanning. It's only working for in the spectral detector level 2 and level 3. So in the first one there is no scanning mode, but for example now that I am in the scanning mode, as you can see I can scan, for example, this bench. So I can click on it, hold for a moment, and now it is scanned, and now I will be able to build it in my base. So yeah, posters, let's scan some posters. We can scan them, and we can then have them in our base. Oh, there is also some tanks in here. The tutorial videos are different ones, they were not yet released. So this is how it works, and basically some of those things are too destroyed to be scanned, like too broken, but in the next in other abandoned bases, outposts, you will find another furniture to be scanned. For example, I can scan the chair, I can scan the monitor here, but I cannot scan this desk because this desk is like broken, and in another abandoned base I will be able to scan this desk. But here I can scan these boxes. Those are the storage boxes which I can later use as storage, or this holder. So let me scan that. Yeah, or a Rubik cube, for example.
New message.
And yeah, so Oh, by the way, the flashlight is also improved. It's now better positioned and gives better light. Yeah, so now we scanned a few things and we can go and build them in our base. And yes, this is how it works. You will be able to print whatever you scan. And I will show you how it works. I have this tool which is called cordless drill. This tool is for putting decorations. Of course you can also put them manually, but it's easier to do it this way. Because you can also...
Radiation detected.
No, I went too close to the kilopower. Okay, so for example, I can place it somewhere, and as it worked before. But when I go to 3D printer, I now have decorations here, and I have all those decorations which I scanned. So for example, office chair. Just let me put some materials in here in the inventory. Okay, so office chair, poster, seat. I think I scanned some bench. Maybe it was the seat. And there will be like a categories of decorations, not like necessarily the decoration, but the categories, and I will show you in a moment how it works. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 decoration categories, and when I take them and yeah, for example, this one is called globe, but it's not yet renamed. It will be renamed as small decorations. So for example, we have Rubik's Cube here, but when I press Q, it's also changing the mode of the... oh, there is the bench, which I found. I can put it anywhere I want, basically. And I can also use this replace mode to move it somewhere else. If I want to decorate the base, I can also switch to disassemble mode and then completely destroy something like that, like this. And now it's disassembled, and I can put it again. Let's put the chair in here, maybe. Let's put this in here. Yeah, so this is how it works. And when you have multiple decorations of the same type, you can then switch between them using Q. So let me maybe I will switch to another save where I have more decorations unlocked, and I will show you how it works. They can be put on the building spots. As you can see, there is a building spot here, and I put it. And also, they can even be put on over the parts. So, for example, I have this Rubik's Cube, I can put it on the 3D printer. Why not? As you can see, it works. I can put it here. Do I have some more? Okay, I have wall signs. So basically you can still put decorations using the cordless drill, but also using the old method. So, for example, let me maybe print this canister. And now I will show you, if I put it in the hotbar, I can just press 6 and just put the canister. So I can use this, and I can grind it if I want using the grinder. For example, so you can always destroy it using the grinder if you lose your screwdriver. But with the screwdriver you can switch to replace or disassemble and use it to move it somewhere else, for example. You can also rotate it with the arrows. So you can basically decorate your base as you like, which will be even cooler when we introduce the co-op mode, because every base will be different. Everybody will be able to decorate with hundreds of decorations. And as we talk about this, maybe I could show you, maybe I can show you this on in our file. Let me switch to the screen here. So there's an example of how many decorations we have. So, for example, benches, books, various books, bottles, some new kitchen cabinets, so we can make kitchen. Oh, sorry, again, I didn't switch the stage. Yeah, so that's the file. Okay, I know there's a lot of questions in the chat. I didn't have time to read all of that. Yeah, so decorations can be built on building spots and even on other furniture. Decorations are not stackable, but kind of are, because they have, as you can see here, they are like categorized. So for example, if you have a decoration known as benches, then both of those will be in as a single item. And if you put it in your inventory, then you can select which of those benches you want to build. If you have this category. There's a category books where you will have various books to unlock, and it will be as one item in the inventory. Bottles, kitchen cabinets, so it will be category cabinets, and you will be able to switch between different cabinets. The longer you play, the more you can find in the abandoned bases and unlock. Yeah, a lot of beer. Tall cabinet, chairs, bowls, this smaller items, which and some of those items are functional. So, for example, the display panel, this wall sign. There will also be the big whiteboard, which you can also use to type on it. No, medium box is functional. There is also some category called fake plants, and there is like a furniture combined with plants, so you can put them to make your base more green. So there is a lot of those, the living room decor, so those which you know from the intro base. More fake plants. Posters, so also a category called posters and multiple posters. So another, like radio, will have its own separate category because it's functional radio, where you can put your own music. Shelves will be there will be category called shelves. Small decorations, which you know from the intro base. Tables, more tables. Canisters and tanks. Separate category, tool racks category, tripod lights, wall cabinets, and etc. So it's like over more than 100, even closer to 200 items, I think. So a lot of new decorations. Also, as you can see here, for example, in the left corner, there is a new info about the current building. So if I look at the hangar, I can see current usage of power and water, and also in the form of progress bars. Also, if you don't aim at any building like I'm now, you can see that we have moved the oxygen to the central HUD, as it's like one of the most important values. And on the left here you can see external pressure and external oxygen. So this is very useful information, because it tells to me that inside this hangar there is a good pressure, but there is no oxygen. So I wouldn't die instantly if I take my helmet off, but I also wouldn't be able to breathe. I would suffocate, basically. But slower, so I would have some time to fix that. Because I didn't connect any oxygen to this hangar, I only connected power, so it pressurized the CO2 from external. So this is the left side progress bars, which tell you this. Also, the suit battery is now in the right side, so it's like we have symmetric. I'm like behind it, so here you can see on the screen that it's always visible. Mm, Polako Gamer asks, will be able to copy the large solar panels. Copy, you mean to build them. We are in the process of adding some additional content, buildings, etc. But this devlog and this update, this stream basically is about the core changes, which I want to show you now, and next we'll probably tell more about the rest. Yeah, my water is pretty low, but I'm still pretty hydrated because I have the second progress bar, as you can see. Yeah. As for the decorations, let me check. I will have to check if I can put them outside, but probably this one is disabled. I think I will load another save where I can show you the unlocked, more decorations which are unlocked. So as I mentioned, the rover is now built without the battery. So when you want to build a rover, you have to always print battery and the big this one, oxygen bottle and battery is required. Gamer, I didn't see your post about problem of the rover. I'll have to check it out, but this version, the updated version, will have different saves, so it shouldn't be a problem anymore. Okay, maybe I'll be able to show you the separate feed, but I think it will be more visible if I load the game and show you during daylight. So I have this save file with all decorations. I will try to show you that. So how do you like the changes so far? And let me know if there is anything else you would like to see, if not today, then in the next stream. So I changed the lightning to blue. I think we improved the lightning in general. Demolition of the landing pod, I think yes. I think grinder 2 or 3 will let you do that. I have loaded the game again, and let me show you in the daylight how the feed snapping is working. When you sleep with alarm sound if there is a breach in building. Yeah, like now it's simulated, so when you wake up you will see the damage. Okay, let me go here, for example. Maybe I will be able to show you. Oh. Oh, can you see it now? The right feet, the right leg is on the ground and the left leg is on the door. So this wasn't the case in the previous version. Right now the feet are separated and you can go over higher obstacles, and it's like more snappy, easier to operate the game. You can see it in many places that basically astronaut put his feet separately on different heights. Or like here, for example, you can see that right leg is bent in the knee and the left one is straight. If I do it reverse, then it bends the left knee. So this is like a small thing, but it took us a lot of time, but it should improve the general feeling of the game. The landing pod, let me check. I have the first grinder, so I cannot do it, but if I upgrade, I think I will be able to. yeah, so I would have to unlock the grinder level 3 and then you can demolish it. So now it's possible in the update. Okay, let me check more decorations. This is very cool that, you know, airlocks no longer stop you. They just open, well, you can run with shift and they just open every time perfectly. Meteor showers are also simulated during sleep, yes. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, some items, but I wanted to print more decorations. So here I have like everything unlocked. So those are basically decoration categories, and you'll see that in each category there can be multiple types of decorations. Let me just print some more of them. Will it be possible to build on the ground? I mean, you can kinda build in the caves, I think. We have some plans for improving the caves later, but not in this update. We don't focus on the caving. Can we stack the rover like the dump and container? Closing hangar doors from the outside. I think it's like low priority but possible. You can, when you have unlocked the remote control, then you should be able to do it in like even from the radar, I think. Let me check. We have something like that. I think we could add this. Holographic signs, I think it's possible. What happens if he enters the animation right? We have to turn the night and he doesn't come out of it. Hello Harbidit, I think you will have to rewatch the stream to know what you missed. But now we are printing decorations. And I will try to decorate this hangar as much as I can using the cordless drill. So, for example, this is electronics, right? And I'm still in the group electronics, as you can see. I think chat is preventing you from seeing like what's selected. But basically, I'm still in the electronics group, and I press Q and switch between different things from electronics group. This is hanging cabinet, so it's only for putting on the walls. This is a medium box, and this is mug, chair. This is some plant bench, another plant bench, and I have different types. So you have to explore bases to unlock those decorations. Then you can decorate your base however you like. Oh, some posters. You can also rotate them. I think some of them have inventories, some of them are useful. Oh, this is like a big rack. This is another kitchen shelf, I think. So there is a pop-up that night is coming, and I can see the new video tutorial about night. So we can just go here. There is a video about night. This view is work in progress, so it will still be improved, but it like demonstrates how to behave during the night, for example. And about the inventories, so for example this one is an inventory, right? And this is a decoration, so we can, in theory, we can add to many of those cupboards inventories. For example, some are used, for example this one, this is a bench and you can sit on it, right? Because yeah, you can sit in any place you want. So it will be cool in the multiplayer to use all those furniture together. And it's like sitting on chairs and all that. Are drop pods removed? I haven't seen any yet. No, they are not removed. I'm just not focused on visiting them because I want to show you new stuff. So lamps, different triple lights. As you can see on the right, maybe I will disable the chat for a moment so that you can see the screen. Okay, so here there are various categories like wall sign or workshop shelf, right? And I just press Q and I switch between different workshop shelves, and they are in the category workshop shelf. So this one is not usable currently, but we can add them, inventories and openable. What else? We can use replace to move those decorations. Book. So for example, books. Yeah, I can put multiple books anywhere I want, and I can switch. But basically, when you have a group like bottle, you can select any bottle which is in the group, but you can only place one, and this will use your category. So now you will have to print another one. And I think my cordless drill is running out of. It's getting, the durability is low, so I will have to fix it on my workbench. But yeah, as you can see, we can once we find the plants, we can decorate the stuff wherever we want. And there is still night outside. Oh, by the way, fix this how when you look at the stars, the center was slightly darker, so now it's no longer the case. I think it's Orion here. So the stars are more visible both in the game and in the main menu. I think we can. Let me check. Currently they don't have sockets, but we could add sockets to make them actually make light. Because some decorations are usable and we can make all of them visible, as you can see. Like usable, like radio, for example. Do I have radio? I think I have to print another electronics thing. Because right now it's in the electronics group, if I remember correctly, and in the future there will be a separate group for radio. I think we have this bowling ball, but is it interactable? I don't think we can throw it right now, but it's a good idea to do it, to add this. So, server, you can write me on Discord so that I remember to add physics to the bottle. Okay, tool conditions pool. Okay, so electronics, and I would switch. So we have monitor, laptop, radio. Okay, radio, and let me put it somewhere. Maybe on the CO2 scrubber. If I can aim correctly. Not so easy. Maybe on the printer. I know that some decorations can be placed anywhere and others not yet. So that's one of the reasons. Oh, I think the problem is with the tool, that it's a durability issue with the tool. So I have to probably build the workbench and fix the tool. workbench. Do I have any more slots in the hangar? Probably not. So maybe let's disassemble it to scrubber. Maybe first disable it because it might blow up. Okay, it's disabled. But as decoration, so we can put one in dome. Good idea. I mean, first you have to scan to answer your question, Diver. Maybe I will enable the chat so others can see. To answer your question, Diver, first you need to scan the radio in the abandoned bases, and then you have to also unlock the technology to be able to use it. So actually both. Okay, let me build the workbench here. I have to do some magic because I changed the save file. Okay, and now I want to fix my cordless rear. There is, by the way, this screen was also improved, as you can see. Let's wait for it to be repaired. Okay. Okay, we have repaired the drill. And now let's put a radio. Okay, for some reason it doesn't want to be placed in here. Do we have any more tables? Yeah, I guess I won't be able to show you the radio. Oh, maybe it's because I opened the door. This is something we have to fix probably. Because it's like outside when it's opened. Yeah, that was the issue. So the decorations are for now are locked to the inside, and when you open the door, the game thinks they are outside. Okay, so I placed the radio, and in the text tree I have the radio technology unlocked. If you remember, where was it? Oh, by the way, this is the technology for printing circuit boards, soldering station. For now it's here. In the future updates we'll probably make a separate technology. So you will be able to make them on the workbench. For now you can make them using 3D printers if you have this technology. And as for radio, I can use it, and I can make playlists and play this. Not sure how many of you used that, but you can put your own files in the game directory and listen to your own music, basically. Okay, I'm dehydrated. Okay, so no, fix that, but I also should eat something. Okay. I'm not sure how it will work in multiplayer, honestly. I will have to test it in one of the test builds and see. Yeah, so basically that's how it works. Can I move the radio? Yes, I can. but it stops playing, of course, while I'm moving it. We have the distance fall-off. Let me check. Yes, it does. As you can see, I don't hear it anymore. And now I'm getting closer and I hear it again. So yeah, it depends on distance. So you can basically put different radio in different room, and from going from one room to another, you can listen to different music. Okay, what else do I wanted to show you guys? Yeah, so as just to remind you, in order to scan the decorations in bases, in order to scan decorations, you need to have detector level 2 or 3. So this is detector 1, and I won't be able to put in the furniture scanning mode. But in the detector 2 and 3 level, I can scan. Yeah, okay, maybe let's take a look at our devlog. What else is interesting to talk about? If I make 2 or 3 radios and put them in the same room, each different music, will it break the game? I will contest that in a moment. That's actually interesting. Actually, do you know why we don't want to make the garage opening handle on the outside? Because in the multiplayer mode, everybody will be able to steal your vehicles. They can just sneak during the night and open the hangar from outside. Okay, let me print more radios. So electronics group, 3 more. This reminds me of Rover Mechanic Simulator. There was this hangar and the radio was somewhere here. Okay, let's put... Okay, Jonathan here. Oh, as you can see, they communicate. Radio is inactive, another radio is playing nearby, so I have to put it somewhere else. Actually, let me check if I can... Can I put it in the... This one is playing. So I guess this radio works like a Bluetooth radio. So if you are within range, it will stream to your helmet. And if I go there, can I put in abandoned base? But probably not, because current limitation is that it has to be inside, and abandoned bases are always outside. Low health. Yeah, why am I losing health? Good question. Did I miss something? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I cannot put it here because we are outside basically. It's not like pressurized, so I cannot put it here. I would have to build another building. Yeah, maybe we will. I don't remember, but there was some reason for that indoor limitation. I will check what was that. Okay, let me take a note. Indoor decoration limitation. I mean, in the garage we have those electricity boards. Let me maybe build something. Something like workshop maybe. With airlocks. Use some developer magic. Okay, let me check that radio. This one is playing. If you can hear it, I can hear it. Maybe I can bump your volume. Okay, this one is playing, and now let's put another one here. But it's I didn't connect it to electricity, so empty building. Electronics. Okay, workshop is no, there is no outside. Okay, so looks like the limitation is not really it's more like the level of oxygen. Okay, so let's put Two Souls music in here. This one is playing here. And running here. And the music is playing, different one. So yeah, you can put multiple radios in different rooms and have them play separate things. Confirmed. This is a fake plant, plastic one, so don't worry, you don't have to water it. Because all the plants which are decorations are like that, they're fake plants. The real plants require greenhouses. Okay, so yeah. What else? Maybe we can do something with electricity. Let me check. Okay, solar panel. 2 of them. Maybe let's put transformer. Transformer here. As you can see, I built something, some building related to energy, and I got notification about energy tutorial. So this is one of the things we added. That player will get important information when he needs it. Okay, let's connect that. I will show you how the new screens are looking. Okay. Another cable. Okay, I had 2 solar panels, and now let's see here. So this is completely different now, as you can see. What do we have here? We have connected two solar panels to inputs 3 and 4. Not ideal because inputs 1 and 2 and outputs 1 and 2 always have priority. So the higher the number, the bigger the priority. So I would move them actually, because I would want to have the wind turbines in 3 and 4 because they will have lower priority. So here I have output, and output is always set in kilowatts, so no more percentages, only kilowatts. There is also this magical button which shows extended info, and it shows more numbers for those who like math. Storage and production, even more numbers. So as you can see, this is like simple view, and this is a view for nerds. So let me connect it to the warehouse, and we will try to understand how it works. Okay, socket number 1. More numbers, but on the other hand, it should work better. Yeah, the control is much greater. Okay, so daytime production 42, production night 0, storage 0 because we don't have battery. And here, output, workshop. How much does the workshop require? I can press extended and I can see that the workshop requires 15 kilowatts. Okay, so let's give him 15 kilowatts. So now supplied 15, required 15, to use 27, in use 15. So everything is visible. This is the default view, this is the extended view, this is the storage and production view. So this is the total summary of all the energy available to use. Is 69 kilowatts, in use 15, daytime production 84, and yeah, no storage because I didn't connect battery. So I think this is a huge difference. Yes, this is during the day, because during the night it will be 0. Let's maybe put some turbines. Okay. Let's check how those will work. Cable. Okay, and now it looks like this. This is constantly changing because it depends on the weather, on the wind power. So the wind power is fluctuating. So available to use 80.6, 80.28.2. Daytime production 95, production at night 11, 12. Sir Adams, there is no schedule because we need to fix the bugs, and it's hard to schedule how fast it will be stable build. So we just work every day as fast as we can to put it on the public testing, but we don't know yet. Yes, to use is everything that's connected right now, but without the workshop, because if I put 0 in here, now we have 95. Now to use is the same as daytime production, as you can see. But now I want to use 15 for the workbench, so it's different. I hope you love it. Yeah, me too. Can I enjoy the unpublic testing? I know you will find bugs, and we'll put it on the public testing. But for now, since this is a completely new build which doesn't support saves, we want to still improve it a little bit and then show it to you. So maybe let's put too much power into the workshop and see what happens. So let's put like 40 kilowatts. I think it should make okay, so it's actually using 15, but it's much more. Will it break the fuses or not? To use should be called available. Okay, so the fuse is still okay. If I build too much devices inside, it will probably break the fuse. So for now I think I can go back to 15, maybe 20. Okay, what else would you like to see? Maybe I should build a battery, because batteries are also cool. Battery pack. Yeah, no more percentages. I think I will disable the radios because they don't. That's why I don't have music. I only have music when I go into the building. But for now, let's put more power into the battery. Battery requires 15 for now, but let's put like 60. Nothing is red when it's. I think there should be some color markings, but we probably didn't put any of on those buildings. So we can add them later. Okay, so 60 kilowatts to the battery. Then battery should output 15. As you can see, we also have different view for the battery. Always set the output power lower than input power to prevent battery depletion. So that's another information for the player. And of course there is a board in here, like before. Okay, let's go. And decorations don't use electricity, but the buildings do. So yeah, we should probably make something like when you are too far away from the radio, it should stop the radio playing, because we want to have game music, normal game music also. If you put too much power in the building, the circuit breaker will pop. Let me maybe show you. So now building inside the building is easier because you have the slots, so you can quickly select what you want to build, like bed, maybe workbench, maybe 3D printer, maybe CO2 scrubber. What else? Plant incubator, hydroponic shelf, seed machine, refrigerator. Now let's say that's enough, and now let's magically build everything, because we want to have a development build, so we can do some cheats in here to show you guys. Now all this equipment should use the energy, and we'll see what happens when we enable everything. Okay, so workshop, supplier electricity. Okay, so you could breakers inside, but the outside ones can break. So power offline. So this screen shows that it's only for hydroponic devices now, because it wasn't clear before. Okay, let's go outside. Okay, so the lights are working, but airlocks are not, so there is not enough electricity. Let's go. Why is there not enough electricity? Let's see. So required 28, supplied 15. Okay, and let's see the circuit breaker. Is it okay or not? Okay, it looks okay, I think. And the difference between storage and refrigerator is simple. It's just that refrigerator is cooling the food and plants, and refrigerator and storage is not cooling them. So this can sometimes break, but not every time. It's like random. So I think not random, but depends on how much current you draw, etc. It's like a more complicated script. So I don't know how to break it yet, but I know that it's possible. Let's enable the CO2 scrubber. Okay, now it's drawing power. Everything is drawing power. This is the fridge, okay. Maybe let's enable this as well. Which light is red on the workshop? Outside? Which one do you mean? This, when it's light, then it's enabled. It's like refreshed every in-game minute, I think. Okay, so this works. Maybe we should also build a well, if we can find some water. Can also now, crouch and do multiple things while crouching. Of course, the well also has this improved screen. Do I have some pipes with me? You mean the light on the outside? I think it's because it will update every in-game minute. Let me check that. This one is, I think this one is red. This one next to circuit breakers, and this one is all the time red. Like those for oxygen and water. I should probably go for the pipes. I have them in the storage somewhere. And the new flashlight is much better. Okay, pipes. I have them here. Let's put some music on. I think this one is just showing multiple lights on top of each other. This is a bug. As you can see, it's sometimes green, sometimes red. But this one is red and not connected. And now it's connected, so it's green here. This one is also green. This one is red because it's a bug. Auto heal is not working, you need to use map. Yes, that's correct. As you can see, also my stamina bar, both are lower because my tiredness has increased. It's like here, tiredness is not 100%, so stamina is also not 100%. So I need to sleep to regenerate that. And this is what causes sleep deprivation, like health problems. When my tiredness grows, then I will have to sleep. So it's now more logical. You can also add death metal if you want to the radio. It's more logical that you have all the most important info on the HUD. So even the sleep deprivation, the tiredness health bar will show you, how sleep deprived you are. Okay. So guys, I think that would be all for today's stream. I'm happy that you joined me. I could show you some changes we made, and there's a lot of them. Yeah, so maybe we can also quickly go through the tech tree, see what's new. It's mostly in the electricity, I think, and materials. So in the electricity, yeah, it's hard to estimate right now. We need to stabilize everything, and as soon as it's ready, we'll let you know. It will go on public testing. Oh, there is this auto from the building. This is a new technology. Suit patch that allows you to take oxygen from the building without having to take off your helmet. So this is a new thing. What else? Materials. Let me check. Miners, launchpad. This is, I think, a new thing, but we didn't tell you yet about this because it needs to be finished first. This one is chemistry. This one is just icon to go back. But yeah, chemistry is this one, but it's not yet enabled. What else? Mechanics. I think here we have some changes. Yeah, decoration scanning. This one unlocks the scanning option for the detector 2 and 3. This is new tech. What else? We have improved the remote controller for drone and rover. Radio is here. Jetpack. Additional controller range. Antenna remote control. I think there should also be those nanobots for cleaning solar panels. I just couldn't find them now. But I'm almost sure we added them. This one, automated panel cleaning. This is also useful. Okay. Yeah, this is the chemistry. So this is the grayed out one. Chemistry is not yet ready because all the biggest changes took us a long time, but I think you will notice a lot of those improvements in animations, targeting. Like the whole game is just more professional feeling, I think. And those super fast airlocks make all the difference as well. Well, chemistry requires crafting, requires multiple other things which we first need to add in decorations and in this update. Then the next update could add chemistry, but also we need to focus on the co-op. So we'll see. This is also the plants, by the way. This circle is inspired by the Expanse. I think they had something like that in the spaceship. Thank you guys, thank you Mati. Thank you, it's great. Okay, mixing plants, maybe I can show you, but I only have one type of plants. We only have potatoes right now. So I'm not sure if I can show you this somehow. Let's just quickly put something in the workshop. Okay. Planting tool. I have two different kinds of potatoes, I think, and I can plant them both in here. But I could also plant any other seed type. Are there going to be 6 areas next to botany? I don't know if I understand you correctly, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 technology trees. Mechanics, materials, electricity, chemistry, botany. 5 of them, that's all what was planned since the beginning. Also the new message for survival procedures, but we are also still changing it, so it's not the final one. It's slightly different, but it's not final yet. We want it to be easier to understand for new players. Yeah. Okay, I guess that will be it for now. So thank you guys for watching and see you in the next stream. As you can see, we are working hard to deliver the great update, and hopefully we can fix it as soon as possible. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, bye.